Good morning. I'm feeling better. Hope you are too. I've done one of these videos already, but I left some things out. Like yesterday, I felt a little bit better, so I went over to the Ellen Melville Centre and joined in. They have a sort of English practice session where people that are newly arrived in Auckland and their English speaking skills aren't that great, they can sit alongside a native speaker or a better speaker and just practice. So I went along to that, and it's good to do something in the community. Oh, on Sunday though, I think it was Sunday, or was it Monday? Sunday, they had an armistice gathering in this Aotea Square for peace. And so I missed going to that. I would have liked to have gone to that because I'm really against people going off and getting killed in the war, in any wars. In fact, I've got a plan. I don't know if it'll work, but I think that because it's the leaders of countries, who are usually men, are the ones that make the decisions to go to war, I thought the best thing to do would be all the leaders all the men that think this is a good idea, that they all should be put on an island together and then they can fight it out themselves. I thought that would be the best solution because, if they're the ones that have to face, an enemy leader, then they could actually just fight it out themselves. So, I just, every now and again I get a really brilliant idea, and that's one of my best ones for actually peace in the world. So we need to find the island. Maybe we could send them out to some island on the, around Great Barrier or something. They could all be flown there, and they could take any weapons they want, except nuclear, of course, but they can arm themselves with whatever they want, and then they can just, fight it out. So I guarantee there wouldn't be any wars if that was the rule. It's very easy to send somebody else's life and risk someone else's life. Hitler needed to be stopped. There's quite a lot of women that actually were spies and dropped into France, and they came to bad ends. You don't hear too much about them, but there's some very brave women that worked for the underground. For what it's worth, that's my views for today. And I have some books that I talked about in the first half of this video, and I've also got a policy for the homeless that I'm going to talk about maybe tomorrow. Actually, I'm not doing the videos every day, you might have noticed. Starting to tail off because I've got to go back to work on Saturday, and then I've got the Sunday Parnell Rose Garden peace flag making session on Sunday, and so look out for that stall if you're going to the Rose Festival. It's the Women's International League of Peace and Freedom Peacecraft stall. A rose peacecraft stall, actually. We're going to paint a rose onto a flag, a peace rose, and the children can take it with them after it dries. So you'll see lots of flapping roses in the wind. They're kind of like the Buddha flags. I've got another book to show you. Where is it? It's over there. And let me get it. Somebody asked me about my books. This one is a borrowed one. It's called Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine. I really recommend it. It's about somebody who's a little bit different. She's disfigured and from a bad experience in her life. And I won't tell you too much about it, but it affects everything she does and her outlook. And but in the end, it's got sort of like it's got an interesting ending, and it's an interesting